Despite poor polling, Biden says he's going to win in November. Watch this.
I know it sounds like hyperbole, but it's all in your hands. And you folks like you all across the country. Because this is how I won the first time I ever ran. This is how we're going to win again. A lot of you helped me in 2020, and we make sure he was a loser. He is a loser. And we're going to make sure that happens again.
It's a very weak voice that the president has these days. Lady on the right-hand side of the screen, Kaylee McGhee White, joining me now. Do you think that calling Trump a loser works for Biden?
No, and especially not when it sounds like you're so tired that you can't even stay awake to communicate with the voters who are here to see you. You're right. It's very strange performance by Biden there. And this problem of his polls in the swing states is only going to continue to get worse over the next several months because voters are not excited about Biden. We've seen this repeatedly over the Democratic primaries over the past few weeks, that not only does he have this uncommitted vote problem in states like Michigan and states like North Carolina, but the bigger story is the sheer number of Democratic voters who are not showing up for Biden at all. In Michigan, my home state, for example, you had the 100,000 protest votes against Biden. But you also had 200,000 fewer Democratic voters vote in this year's primary compared to in 2020. If Biden cannot figure out a way to get people excited about his re-election campaign, if he cannot figure out a way to get them on board with what he's trying to sell to the American people, that is going to be why he loses to Trump.
I want to change the subject again because England's National Health Service, we've been reporting on this. They will no longer prescribe puberty blockers for children under the age of 18. You have an op-ed on this, you have an opinion on this, and you say the US must follow the UK's lead and abandon the gender experiment. First of all, why do you call this a gender experiment?
I call it a gender experiment because the overwhelming evidence proves that children who are confused about their gender will grow out of that confusion into adolescence. Very rarely do they remain gender confused past the point where they reach maturity as teenagers. And, you know, I say that the U.S. should follow the UK, which is not going to prescribe puberty blockers anymore, but really the U.S. should follow the science, to quote one of our favorite so-called medical experts on this, because the evidence overwhelmingly proves that puberty blockers are not a solution to gender confusion. They're not reversible. They're not temporary. They do have long-term consequences, especially on vulnerable and impressionable children who shouldn't be expected to know any better.
Kaylee, is it hateful to oppose gender transition in children? Because that will be the accusation against you. You're hate-filled.
It's not hateful at all. What is hateful is forcing a life of being a permanent patient onto children who may have been confused about who they were and who are desperately seeking for answers. But this is not a solution. Making them a permanent patient is not a solution, and it's not compassionate.
Kaylee, thank you very much for being with us this morning to a very important subject.